Brathwaite is on strike. What a dramatic game.
Right, so there it is in the air. Oh, they might go for six. It does, as jolly it is.
Can you believe it?
I can.
Carlos Brathwaite!
It's another one, it's another one. When I say it's raining sixes, I mean to say it's pouring.
Magnificent, dramatic game of cricket. He'll be dancing tonight. The champion dance will go viral again and again and again. Look at that.
शायद पार्टी करना तो सबको वेस्ट इंडीज से सीखना चाहिए
और रिदम इनके जिस्मों में है, उनके खून में है और उनको ना बताए पार्टी कैसे करनी है। आप वो दिखाएंगे आपको। कल तक वो नाचते हुए जाएंगे होटल, नाचते हुए लिफ्ट में चढ़ेंगे, नाचते हुए एयरपोर्ट पहुंचेंगे, नाचते हुए जहाज में सोएंगे, नाचते हुए उठेंगे। तो वो मत पूछिए क्या करेंगे।
You think of West Indies cricket and you think flair, joy, spontaneity, calypso, music, breathtaking stroke play. But let's remember the West Indies for what they've always given us. A lot of happiness.
Champion, everybody knows it, bravo, a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows Chris Gayle is a champion.
In our studios, on the field, in club, just about everywhere, a song and a team that captured the imagination of the entire cricketing world. T20's greatest entertainers, the defending champions, the West Indies are getting ready to take cricket to new frontiers. Ladies and gentlemen, with help, of course, with our very own Team India, our men in blue, West Indies and India will take on each other in two T20 internationals across the Atlantic in Florida, the United States of America. Well, the Star-Spangled Banner, the Americans need to get ready for these two teams who will go head-to-head. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who will be refreshed after a break, up against the new West Indies T20 captain, Carlos Brathwaite. Remember the name, said Ian Bishop. 4 sixes that snatched the title from England. What a series this promises to be. And of course, we're kick-starting a fantastic lineup of a cricketing season that's coming to you right here on the Star Sports Network. But check this out. It's a $70 million facility in Lauderhill, the Central Broward Regional Park. $70 million, but it will be every penny worth it when all these superstars get onto the field come the 27th of August. Now, what are we expecting from this series? 2 matches, defending champions up against Team India, a team that marginally lost that semi-final at the Wankhede. This will be high, electrifying, pulsating action. Let's find out what to expect from these 2 matches.
As cricket enters American shores, the stage is set for Florida's Central Broward Regional Park to play host. Team India will find themselves in an unknown setup, but the West Indies side will be all too familiar with the Lauderhill Stadium. Back in 2012, Chris Gayle and Sunil Narine swept aside the Kiwi challenge, and they hold a 100% record at Lauderhill. This will give them a boost ahead of the 2 T20Is against India. The turmoil between the players in the West Indies cricket team reached a new low. The public fallout between World T20 winning captain Darren Sammy and the board resulted in the appointment of a new leader, Carlos Brathwaite, the man who powered them to their second WT20 title. Now he is all set to lead the world champions when the two teams clash on the 27th and the 28th of August. Team India will be wary of the Fantastic Four of the West Indies, who played an integral part in their World T20 triumph. Once again, these men will be a cause for headache for MS Dhoni and company. But a confident Team India will be raring to go in the shortest format, as the land of the free awaits another stern test.
Well, of course, we're looking at Virat Kohli's Indian Test team coming at the back of a historic Test series win in the West Indies. But in this particular format, it is, of course, the Calypso team who's got the better of Team India. 5 matches, T20 internationals head-to-head. West Indies have a 3-2 edge over India. Yes, for Mahendra Singh Dhoni's T20 international team India, some of the big names are returning in the opposition camp. Now here on Game Plan, we want to follow the tone of the Calypso Kings. We're going to keep the next 20 minutes nice and light, get to know the world champions a little better. Of course, over a period of time, you've been watching some behind the scenes on our very network, but we'll take it to another level, sort of rewind, rejig our memories and get to know them better. How about starting with some confessions? Well, if we're talking about a team to come out with confessions, only right that the captain leads from the front. Let's find out some confessions, starting with Carlos Brathwaite.
Hi, my name is Carlos Brathwaite. Here are 3 things you probably didn't know about me. 1, I had a very popular classmate in Rihanna. 2, I own my own company, Trident Sports, it manufactures and markets cricket equipment and apparel. And 3, I'm a lover of children. Don't have any of my own as yet, but I have 6 godkids.
Carlos Brathwaite, remember the name, said Ian Bishop. A piece of commentary that'll of course stay with us forever. It's a name that Ben Stokes or the entire England team won't forget, but neither will we. Let's look at some numbers because we're talking about a young name who's been asked now to lead the West Indies. Clearly, there's been more than just a spark in this man from Barbados. Let's have a look at his strike rate. You can call it death by Brathwaite in the last 5 overs. We're looking at the Caribbean Premier League. 4 innings, he batted in the death, 147. World T20, 203.5, including those 4 mammoth, gigantic sixes at the Eden Gardens. And then IPL 2016, where he played for Delhi Daredevils, a strike rate of 241.9. And that's, of course, when he batted in the last 5 overs. A big challenge for Team India. It'll be interesting to see who ties him down when it comes to bowling at Carlos Brathwaite. But, well, that's towards the end. What about that gigantic 6-hitter right at the top? Christopher Henry Gale is who we're talking about. The same Chris Gale who's probably the most powerful hitter of a cricket ball. Remember, he cleared the Lord Tennyson School outside the oval when he swung Bretley. And in the same over, he hit one that landed on the roof of the oval, which of course is possibly the biggest ground in England. So now that we're looking at the Central Broward Regional Park, it's only right that local authorities in Lauderhill should issue an advisory to all the residents outside this ground. Be careful. The Gale force will be seen at this ground. He's of course got a good record at this ground too. We'll talk about that in a moment because we want to know a little more about Chris Gale. Who better to spill a few beans than his dear teammate Dwayne Bravo? Know your teammate? Of course, that's one of our favorite segments. Let's find out what Chris Gale and Dwayne Bravo had to offer.
Are you all set to know your teammate?
Yeah, man. You talking to this one?
Yeah.
DJ Bravo, singing. DJ Bravo. DJ Bravo.
Champion. I think Chris will be on the beach or just come from the gym. Then he'll go to oil on his body, walk on the beach with his shirt left and say, stiff up his abs and, ladies, you want me? Don't blush, baby. Come on.
Yo, what a program.
You chat too much, man.
I can't dance anyway. No, it's good, man. It's good dance. That's a shower.
You always have a guy rubbing his back or his leg or some kind of thing like that. Always go with his head down like that, and a guy always in his back doing some funny things. This guy.
DJ, most embarrassing moment. Performing at my birthday party. DJ Bravo didn't pull it off properly. It didn't make the crowd click, you know? And then I had to grab the mic and recover the situation and then sing a song and then the people were like, yeah. But DJ Bravo and Triple Century that night, the birthday party was on the low side there.
Believe that? You believe that? Chris Gayle tell lies. If you go on record and you see DJ Bravo perform at Chris Gayle birthday bash, you will see DJ Bravo shell along the place. Shell along. But what's Chris' most embarrassing moment? I don't know. I really don't know. I can't say. Yeah, Chris actually got it good,
Yo, no, that's finger rugby style.
Forget moves like Jagger, it's moves like Springer. Of course, remember Sharma Springer from the Under-19 World Cup, which, by the way, also was won by the West Indies earlier this year? Well, of course, these Calypso guys really have some moves, but Chris Gayle, he's got a lot more than moves. Let's have a look at his record that I promised at this particular ground in Lauderhill, because he has appeared in 4 matches at this particular venue, and he averages in excess of 60. But look at that strike rate, 161.6, 2 half centuries in the 4 innings that he's played at this ground. It's also said that this ground is a lot like the Chinnaswamy Stadium. The ball travels, it's not particularly very big inside, so for Chris Gayle, it could just be back of the hand stuff to clear the boundaries. Not going to be easy for the Indian bowlers. But well, now that we are talking about the Calypso Kings, we're trying to get some secrets out of the dressing room. We, of course, featured Know Your Teammate, but you need to know more about the entire team. And when you've got access to Chris Gayle and Dwayne Bravo, you can ask them some tricky questions. Who do they think is probably the most relatable to a burger or a watch? I don't know. They've got the answers.
Russell. Andre Russell.
You gotta tell me the story or reason behind it.
Because out of everyone in the team, Andre Russell always eating. Anywhere there is food, no matter where you go. His nickname is Pac-Man. You know the Pac-Man, the game, always eating. That's Andre Russell. So burger, food, Russell.
DJ Bravo, watch Bravo. Some big face ones. Darren Sammy. I don't know, sometimes, I don't know if because of the fruit juice, but the lips always look red. I don't know why. But Darren Sammy, lipstick. Suleiman Ben. Yeah, noisy, talking. Suleiman Ben. He always loud.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to tell you that I was conducting this interview, and this was the only stuff which we could put on air. There was a lot of stuff which is not suitable for family audiences. Well, such is the style, such is the life of the Calypso Kings. But moving on, it's only right that in the absence of Darren Sammy, the West Indies team will again depend a lot on Andre Russell. Yes, another man who is responsible for India's ouster from the World T20. Another big roadblock for Mahendra Singh Dhoni and his side. He, of course, is arguably one of the best all-rounders in this particular format. And it's only right that we get a few confessions out of Muscle Russell as well.
My 3 confessions that fans don't know about Andre Russell. 1, I'm extremely nervous 10 minutes or so before a cricket game. Number 2, I don't eat much before a cricket game. Normally, don't eat lunch. I would maybe eat a few bananas, fruits. Have a light stomach so I can run and be light on the day. Number 3. Number 3. I love music. Love music. I'm a recording artist at the moment, Dre Russ, and in my spare time, I would be in my room. I travel with a studio, so I would be recording music. These lonely nights I'm in my bed, yeah. Thoughts of you right there running through my head. The pain I'm feeling
It's all on me. I'm missing your love and it's clear for you to see, yeah. Dre Russ.
Here's a fun fact coming your way. Dre Russ released his first single with Grammy Award winner Beanie Man. The single is titled Sweat Wine and was released in November 2014. So of course this series is going to be a cracker. 27th and 28th of August. We've got too much packed on the show. We're not just done yet. There are a few superstitions coming from the camp of the world champions. We'll have Andre Russell with his superstitions after a short break. A warm welcome to all of you once again. You're watching Game Plan. The World T20 defending champions West Indies up against our very own men in blue in the United States of America. 27th August, 28th August. Our coverage will begin at 6:30 p.m. We'll of course come live to you from Lauderhill in Florida. 2 T20 matches, but on this particular show, as you have been watching, we're trying to know the defending champions, the World T20 champions, a little more in detail. Chris Gayle, Dwayne Bravo, they're a riot. Not just on camera, off the field, on the field, but also on social media. Well, they put some photographs that leave you in splits on Instagram, on Twitter, not just them, their teammates. So we showed them some of their own doings on social media. Let's find out how they reacted.
Who's that? What are those?
Who's that person, by the way?
No, that's not Darren. No.
Wild Barber. Actually, Sammy looked kind of cute there. For the actually, he looked kind of cute. Yeah, for the first time.
That's Darren Sammy Twin. Definitely Darren Sammy Twin.
Yeah, that's a night in Sydney. Chris and I, we just come out of, we have a yacht in Sydney, so we just come off the yacht. And we walk in and we saw Darren Sammy standing there just lonely. So we decided to take a picture.
Gotta keep his company.
Champion, 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 champion. Everybody know Chris Gayle is a champion. Beanie a champion, Bounty a champion, Marshall is a champion, Bungie is a champion, Pollard is a champion, Lara is a champion.
Oh yeah. We was on our yacht there cruising and DJ Bravo, Chris Gayle.
And look out for the dance.
Look out for the champion dance. I say Beanie a champion, Bounty a champion, Marshall is a champion, Bungie is a champion, Pollard is a champion, Lara is a champion.
Gayle is a champion. Don't forget Michael Jordan, Obama a champion, Mandela a champion, Serena a champion, Wendy a champion, Shelly and a champion, 958 Bolt a champion.
Champion, champion, hey, champion, champion, ooh, champion, champion. Everybody knows it, Bravo, a champion.
Shampoo. Love me, no? Love me. What that name? Shampoo.
You see what I told you? You see? Look, shampoo, this guy, everything. Look, he's breathing and his abs is stiff. He's not breathing there. Look, he's not breathing. What's the dance?
Shampoo. It's a dance for it. It's a dance name. It's a dance. Shampoo.
It's a Jamaican
Shampoo.
dance.
Jamaican dance. Shampoo.
Original dance.
I'm sure like a lot of you, my favorite Instagram account to follow is that of Christopher Henry Gayle, especially that shampoo dance. The other day he was actually cooking in his own kitchen and doing the dishes. Man, this guy can literally leave you in splits. He's a laughter riot, but of course he is one hell of a batsman, one hell of a challenge for the Indian bowlers. But let's talk about confessions. We promise you we'll get you confessions from the West Indies camp. Andre Russell, with a man of that physique and all that talent, you'd like to believe there is absolutely nothing that can stop him, nothing that could worry him. but he's a superstitious guy, as we found out.
When I go to the crease, taking my guard, mark 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Those are things that I do. Walking out on the field before the game starts, reach to the boundary rope, take a deep breath, left foot over the line, touch the ground, giving God thanks for another day, hope that I can have a good game. So, superstitious, but it works. And also, my boots, I would put on my left foot first, and then my right foot, then tie the laces on the right foot, then do the same on the left foot. I don't know why, but I never put my left foot on, tie the left foot, and then do the same with the, it's just superstitious, and it's mine. You can't do nothing about it.
Well, now that we know his superstitions, भाई कोई ना कोई टोटका तो अब हमारे इंडियन टीम को ढूंढना पड़ेगा, because if he gets it right from the word go, we know how dangerous he can be. As we found out even in the semi-final that was played at the Wankhede, some numbers to put it in context how dangerous perhaps the most genuine all-rounder in T20 cricket in the world can be. We're looking at his strike rate with the bat, last 5 overs at death in the Caribbean Premier League, 202.9. Let's make it 203. World T20, 158.5, and even in the IPL, 182.6. Now, he can play all sorts of roles, as we saw in the IPL. Some wonderful partnership with Yusuf Pathan. He can drag you out of trouble, and he can literally bat you out of the match. But what about with the ball? When you call someone a genuine all-rounder, he's actually a genuine pacer too, because he bowled extremely well for Kolkata in the IPL. 9 innings, average of 15.2, an economy of 6.1. And that's in the power play with field restrictions. So, well, this gives you an apt picture of how dangerous Andre Russell can be. Well, by now you know the West Indies team inside out. It's a team which is full of entertainers, and we're taking the shortest format of cricket to, of course, the wonderful state of Florida. Lauderhill is the venue. Once again, it's time to remind you, it's our very own Men in Blue who, of course, after a series win, a test series win in the West Indies, will take on the Calypso Kings in 2 T20 internationals. First time ever that India will play on the American soil. After the grand success of Cricket All-Stars, this 27th and 28th of August comes 6:30 p.m. You have a date with, of course, history being made in America, a date with us on the Star Sports Network. We'll join you live from Florida. Until then, this is Jatan Sapru saying goodbye and take care.